Hey, Shalom, Akim. It's a high spirit wind, Judah of the GMS Mississippi camp. Giving all honor and glory to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakha, Kudash. Also, want to give double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well, and peace and blessings to the house of David the elect. All right. Hey, today I want to go into a continuation of the live stream that I did recently entitled Health and Wellness is a Must. All right. So, of course, I was quoting certain scriptures in the live stream. But what I like to do, I actually like to get certain scriptures that I didn't think of while I was doing a live stream, okay? And basically just to go into a continuation of health and wellness is a must. And basically, like I said, just to reiterate, your wellness is basically your well-being as a result of diet, exercise, and avoiding poor lifestyle habits. And that can't be detached from your walk in this truth, man. All right. Part of being in this truth, all right, is you living for Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. But also understanding the nature of Babylon, understanding the nature of the captivity that we are in, all right, is very hustle and bustle. As you can hear cars pass me, all right, as you can hear cars pass me as I speak, all right. It's very hustle and bustle. It's very get up and go to work, get up and go to work, get up and go to work, take care of the kids, pick up the kids, feed the kids. It's very iPhone-ish, smartphone, social media, and all those things over a period of time, it throws you off balance, man. Sometimes you overexert your adrenal glands. Sometimes you will suffer from adrenal fatigue. Sometimes you'll find yourself eating food out of convenience because of that hustle and bustle. So you have to know how to go back to square one and hit the reset button, all right? And focus on your wellness. Focus on your well-being. Because when you are working on a job and when you are serving your family or dealing with your family, when you are, just going through the hustle and bustle of life, you're dulling your edge. You're dulling your tool. So just like the analogy I brought out about the lumberjacks in the particular woods in the last live stream, if you've seen it, all right, you have to stop, take a break, and sharpen your edge, man. Sharpen your tool, sharpen your axe. All right, so you can tackle the world not only with more vigor, but also with a game plan that'll help you navigate more efficiently, okay? All right. Also, you can tackle this truth, man. Sometimes, you may not be able to focus on the word or focus on videos because it's time to sharpen your edge and it's time to release some of that data in your mind. All right. You might have a sensory overload, which causes you to basically not focus on the task at hand. Okay. So don't forget to, give yourself rest and allow yourself to recharge, understanding your understanding how the Most High made you, for lack of better words. This is Sirach 14:16. It says, "Give and take and sanctify thy soul, for there's no seeking of dainties in the grave." So if you are a brother that's a workaholic in this truth or in the world, man, don't forget to treat yourself. Don't forget to unwind. The sisters, the same thing, A lot of you sisters, you take care of your family. The man might not be there, or, you basically moving, single-handedly. Don't forget to, repose yourself, Some women, man, they get in the tub, they like the incense, But that's good, man. It allows you to recharge, man. Put the essential oils in the tub, That's good, man. And that is not really exclusively for women. It just allows you to recharge, period, man. Okay? Let me get that in Ecclesiastes 3. All right? It says, I start from the top, Sirach 3:3. To everything there is a season and a time, and to every purpose under the heaven. And it says, let me see. All right, Ecclesiastes 3:5. A time to cast away stones and a time to gather the stones together, a time to embrace, and a time to refrain from embracing. All right? A time to refrain from embracing. So there's a time to refrain or embrace. There's a time to embrace the word and do the works. And like I'm doing now, do videos. And there's a time to refrain from embracing, ultimately to allow yourself to recharge, reboot, man. That's how your spirit works, man. Your spirit is like a stomach. You know, sometimes you feed your stomach and sometimes you allow the food in your stomach to digest. Same thing with life. Sometimes you go to work or you have to work, all right? Or you have to handle things around the house. But sometimes it's okay to sit down and unwind, man. All right? Because it's all about your well-being. If you're doing something wrong, that's where disease comes from. Disease comes from you having a poor diet and a poor lifestyle over an extended period of time until your body crashes. Same thing with with well-being. If you neglect your well-being over an extended period of time, now you might have premature hair loss. Now you graying up quicker than usual. Now, you know, don't get me wrong, we're going to handle afflictions. We're going to handle afflictions that causes these things, all right? But you also have to know how to treat yourself and know how to nourish yourself. That's the word. Know how to nourish yourself so you can proper, you know, maneuver in this society. You know? All right? Read that again. Ecclesiastes 3:5. A time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together. A time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. And that's very important, man. A Sabbath is a good time to refrain from embracing. The new moon is a good time to refrain from embracing, man. That's what they call stillness. I think that's a form of meditation where you really don't do anything, you know? But putting that into context of our life, you know, sometimes it's good to just, hey, separate yourself and recharge. You know, figure out how your spirit works, because all things are not profitable for all men. But one thing that's probably general and it applies to everybody is that however you move in life, and it's truth, there's a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. You know, you shouldn't have to have caffeine in you all the time to keep you up when your body and your spirit is telling you to recharge and rest. Sometimes you have to. You might drive those trucks. But if you can follow that circadian rhythm to where when the sun goes up, you go up. Around sundown, you start unwinding. Every brother and sister can't do it. But if you can, let it behoove you to do so. If you can. All right? Then it says, verse 6, Ecclesiastes 3:6. A time to get and a time to lose. A time to keep and a time to cast away. All right? And like I said, in the last lesson, you know, for the brothers, you know, that deal with women, all right, it could be an imbalance not to have a woman. It tells you that he that doesn't have a woman, he weepeth, he go up and down weeping, all right? But then it also tells you in Ecclesiastes 7th chapter, he that is married seek to please the things of the world, how he may please his wife. But you have to know how to draw a line for your well-being, all right? You might need a massage. You know, you might need to go out and get a massage, man. You might go in the restroom and light candles and put the essential oils in the tub and light incense for 20 minutes. You might have to put a rug in a certain particular closet and turn it to your prayer room, turn it to your meditation, and go there frequently, man. But you're gonna realize when you do those things, all right, but you don't have to have a rug, you know. When you realize that when you do those things, that recenters you, that recharges you, man. And you should note down anything that benefits you. And you write it down. Then you figure out how to put it into your regimen. All right? Fasting, one thing that does, that helps you download all that sensory data that you've downloaded from going through the hustle and bustle of life, from looking up a bunch of stuff on the internet. You sort of have to download and replenish that information. You have to download it and basically process it. So fasting helps you do that, and it helps you create space to download more. But once you never delete that information, so to speak, or put it in the right compartments, All right, you have a sensory overload, as I said earlier. So fasting not only helps you fully digest food and restart your system, but it does the same thing with your mind. All right, a time to embrace, a time to refrain from embracing. There's a time to refrain from embracing food. There's a time to refrain from embracing people. There's a time to refrain from embracing delicacies in your life. All right, and there's a time to go back to it. But when you refrain from it, that's the purpose of recharging, man. Because you don't want to dull your acts. You don't want to dull your masculine spirit, man. All right? So I read that last part again. Ecclesiastes 3:6. A time to get and a time to lose. A time to keep and a time to cast away. Oh, and going back to the thing with the woman, 1 Corinthians 7. You know, like I said, you have to draw a line for your well-being, man. You know? So you have that in your nature to please your woman, but you have to put what's more important first. She'll be there, you know? But this is just a continuation. This is just a continuation, all right, of, you know, the lesson I did about your well-being, man. Okay? Let me get that in Sirach 30. A brother got that on a comment on the last lesson. I just want to reiterate. All right? This is Sirach 30:25. All right, a cheerful and a good heart will have care of his meat and diet. But let me go back up. It says Sirach 30:21. This is going back to your well-being, man. Give not over thy mind to heaviness, and afflict not thyself with thy own counsel. The gladness of the heart is the life of man, and the joyfulness of a man prolongeth his days. All right? Love thy own soul and comfort thy heart. Remove sorrow far from thee, for sorrow have killed many, and there is no profit therein. All right? And let me jump up to 14. Sirach 30:14. Better is the poor being sound and strong of constitution than a rich man that is afflicted in his body. Verse 15. Health and good estate of body are above all gold, and a strong body above infinite wealth. So, like I said, just reiterating what was said in the last live stream, all right, is that you really have to manage your well-being, man. Like that, Jake is going heavy into your mental health. You know, but our therapy is really the scriptures, but you really do have to check your mental health, man. Like I said, sometimes a walk in a park, especially a park that has a pond in it, you know, a walk around your neighborhood, that's a good charge, man. All right? If you could take a nap, if you can manage to take a 15-20 minute nap in the daytime, that's a good charge. I haven't done this in a good minute, but if you can do deep breathing exercises, all right, that's a good charge, man. Let me get that one too. All right. Let me get the scripture right quick, because something came into mind as I said that. You know, something came into mind as I said that. All right, Genesis 24:63. It says, and Isaac went out to meditate in the field at the eventide, and he lifted up his eyes and saw, and behold, the camels were coming. But what was the point that I wanted to get into? Isaac went to the field to meditate. So those things this is not just associated with Edomites with yoga pants, man, or Elam over there calling themselves gurus, man. This is attached to our culture. This is attached to our heritage. To step away from your life, step away from the matrix, and sort of just give your mind a break, man. And when you give your mind a break, it recharges. You know, you don't have to be standing on your hands upside down to meditate. You can just go out and escape for a little bit, you know. And like I said, our forefather Isaac did it, which is really Yahushua. Then he always did it when he came back as Yahushua, you know. He always stepped away and came back with a better spirit, you know. So, like Like I said, I hope this is beneficial. I hope this is fruitful for you brothers and sisters. Sometimes you'll be worn out and you're tired because a lot of times you haven't given yourself the proper break and the proper reset that you need, man. So, like I said, the wrong food, processed food will wear you down. You know, a poor lifestyle that keeps you up all night, whatever that may be, that weighs you down. But also, you know, just not exercising, another, you know, eventually weigh you down, you know. But just being able to go out, step away from the matrix, and, you know, come back, man, that sharpens your tool, man, sharpens your edge. The separation is very powerful and is very needed if you're a man of Yahweh Shema Shai. Not just to destroy your situation, but to come back and be able to tackle it better with the sharper spirit, man. Sharpen your axe. But with that, I hope you brothers and sisters were edified. Once again, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Shema Shai by Shurach HaKodash. Double honor to our elder apostles and elder bishops, the great millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings to the house of David the elect. Abba, Shalom.